Hi guys, welcome to my tutorial. I'm going to show you how to enable screen sharing, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you what screen sharing looks like when I'm connected to another computer within my network. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go into System Preferences. System Preferences will show you at the bottom, actually in the middle, on the right side, Sharing. So go ahead and click on that, and you'll see at the top that it says Screen Sharing. You're going to go ahead and select that service and put it on, and it tells you on the right side with the little green light that it's on. It also tells you that other computers can look at your screen by essentially entering this address. VNC 192.168.2.4 just happens to be this computer's IP address, and VNC signifies that it's going to be the VNC protocol. That's just another fancy way of saying we're going to remotely connect to your computer and see what it is that you're doing and control it visually. At the bottom, under computer settings, we're not going to touch that. That just simply means that there are other VNC viewers applications that can see that. And you can also have anyone request to see the screen. But for now, we're going to leave those off. And we're going to allow access only for people on your computer, and you can add or subtract whoever you want if you have multiple users on your computer. Otherwise, you can put all users. And that is just the first part of how to share your screen with someone. Alright, so I actually went on my MacBook Pro and I set it up real quick, make sure that the settings in there are the way they should be. Both of the computers are actually connected either wirelessly or through Ethernet to the same network. So either way, that's going to be something I don't have to worry about at this point. The way that I actually connect to my computers, if I know what their IP address is, I just go to Connect to Server. And in here, you can actually see that it already says VNC, which is the protocol we want to do. We don't want to just do file transfers. We don't want to just, move things back and forth between computers or look at computer files. We actually want to do the virtual network computing protocol, which allows us to visually see what the other computer is doing. I also know that my MacBook Pro's IP address ends with .15 on my network. Once again, I actually saw that by going into Preferences, Sharing, Screen Sharing, and looking over here where it says the address. So now that this is in there, I'm going to go ahead and connect. And on my MacBook Pro, my username is James. You're going to go ahead and enter your password if you have one. If not, you just hit connect. And here in a few seconds, it will actually show you what my desktop looks like. This is my MacBook Pro's desktop right now. You can control it. You can open applications. You can do pretty much anything that you would on your regular computer. Notice how it is skipping and hopping around a little bit. That is normal. So, you don't have to be too concerned about that. As long as you have a good solid connection, which most of the time you do, you'll be just fine. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of that. Now, if you're trying to communicate with a computer that you work on and someone else is using it, you can also still log in. So once again, I'm going to hit Command K, which allows us to go to connect to our server, and it has the previous one, and you can just go ahead and hit connect. Now, let's say that I'm a coworker and I have my own username and password. Once again, just type in your username and password that's on that computer that you're trying to connect to with a password. In this case, there is no password, so I'm going to hit connect. And it's going to give me the ability to request permission to share the display that is currently active, or log in as VZ, which is my other user account. And since that other person's using their account, I don't want to use theirs. I want to log in through my other one. And once again, you can see that I'm back in there and I'm able to control it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you real quick what my other computer looks like, what the MacBook Pro that we connected to looks like. There it is. So that's what's pretty neat about being able to connect to a Mac within your network that's being used, is you can actually continue to use that Mac even though somebody else is using it. Yes, it will actually make the computer use its resources, so it might be a little bit slower, or it might not do anything at all depending on the hardware that your computer has. In this case, my computer just might have enough that I don't have to worry about whether or not it's going to impede my ability to use the computer remotely or actively if someone else is logging in. Anyway, I hope you guys liked my tutorial. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments area. If not, thanks for watching.